Hello there. Today I'm going to put a new fly line on my reel. I'm cutting off the old leader and tippet, and I'm going to roll that up and put it on later. I've had the old fly line for probably 8 years or so, and it does tend to wear and gradually deteriorate. So I've bought this new Airflo. I've rigged up this winding system using the first section of a spinning rod so that I can wind the line on evenly. Now, all new fly lines have a little tag just to remind you that that's the end that you attach to the backing, and that's the end that goes onto the reel first, because fly lines they're tapered. You can hardly see the variation, but this is a forward taper, and it gives a little bit more weight for when you're casting. It helps the casting, and there's a diagram there really to give you an idea. There are all sorts of fly lines. There's sinking fly lines and there's floating fly lines and many different weights. Anyway, I finish winding the fly line on, and then the next job is to reattach the leader and tippet. I just tend to make a loop. There are other ways of attaching the leader to the fly line, but the actual leader is tapered as well. It starts quite thick at one end, and then it gradually tapers down, and if you lose a little bit at the end, you can then add a little bit of finer line to the end, and that's about 4-pound breaking strain at the end, and that's the tippet. I just pass the loop of the leader through the loop of the fly line and then back on itself, and that usually makes a good join. Now the reel is loaded, and I usually put a little tiny bit of tape right on the end of the tippet because the line is so fine these days. I need glasses to be able to see it properly, but it saves the line getting lost in the reel. Now I've had my fly rod, it's a Graze rod, for probably about 15 years now. It's a lovely rod, and it's got a lovely solid case that protects it, and then it's got another material case, and I like to look after these pieces of equipment. They're not cheap, and they will last forever if they're looked after. It's made of carbon fibre. It's very light, and it's 9'6". Now I set it up quickly so that we don't waste time. It's very important that the line, the rod and the reel are all in balance, and I think this little rod and reel and line are nicely in balance. We'll just see how good the line is, how it casts in a moment. Now this Airflo line is casting really well. Obviously a new line is smoother and it flows through the rings beautifully, but I do think that the weight of this line is just right for this rod. Anyway, I look forward to getting down to the river now. We've tested it out. The trout season has started, so I can't wait to get down there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration. If you did, please click a like and perhaps subscribe. Goodbye for now.